We will get started in maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. Hello, how is everybody doing tonight? You're welcome to unmute yourself if you would like.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. I'm on day one of my new job.
Same.
How's it going?
It's been quiet. I did some training and I prayed to God that he let me win the lottery so that I could retire. Because working is so ghetto, but we'll see. How about you? How about for you?
I spent the entire day, let's see. It's almost 7. So I'm currently in Eastern Standard Time, working on Mountain Standard Time. So yeah, so I'll be moving to Phoenix soon, but today was day 1 and I spent the majority of my day trying to get logged in. I didn't have my equipment for the first half of the day. And so finally delivered, and yeah.
Man, they were not playing. They had mine overnighted. It was delivered to me Saturday by noon. And wow. I was logged in before I even got to the dark 30 IT like login to help you. But the way they handled it was absolutely amazing, because it was like very, smooth and not, a whole bunch of foolishness. I expected foolishness, but it was not foolishness. Let me see. Display, swap. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like most of you guys are paid members, and everybody knows that BGH does not only allow people who are Black women to come hack with us, and that's nice. All right. How's everybody else doing? Everybody good?
Good. How about you?
Good. Thank you. All right. So we will go ahead and get started. So this is the BGH Town Hall. Glad to see it, Sam. And what this is an opportunity. We're supposed to do this once a quarter, but you know what? The way that my life goes, like I think we got maybe 2 or we got 3 of them this year. And so like, we're going to pretend that the Q3 actually happened, but this is now just a Q4 and Q3. So, and this is the opportunity for you guys to hear about what BGH is doing, and for us to kind of figure out from you guys what it is that we're doing well, what we're not doing well, what we can improve on. So you have the ability to be honest. If you don't want to actually speak out, you're welcome to type your responses, which folks can't see if they are watching this online somewhere. So if you want to maintain your anonymity or you don't want to speak out, but I want this to be a safe space. So, if you want to tell me like, Tanisha, you absolutely suck, I'm okay with that. Just know that I'm going to be looking for you next time I see you. No, I'm just joking. But, please feel free to be honest and let me know how you feel. So who are we? Black Girls Hack is a AKA BGH Foundation is a 501c3 organization that's created to bring awareness and provide knowledge and resources to help increase diversity and representation in security and cybersecurity. So the whole reason for us to be around is basically to try to help the underrepresented. So think about like the others. And there's so many different others besides just, being a woman or being Black. There are so many different others who are not represented well, especially in ethical hacking careers, but in cybersecurity as a whole. So our goal is to increase basically awareness to cybersecurity as a field that people can actually go into and try to help ease the transition for people who are trying to upskill, reskill into cybersecurity. So that's what it is that we're doing. That's why we're around. So who do we serve? So you'll see that the first poll question was, or the second poll question was, do you have to be a Black woman? And the answer is absolutely no. Our mission is focused on increasing the opportunities for Black women trying to get into cybersecurity, but our organization is literally open to everyone. So, no, we don't care if you're a male or not Black or not even a hacker. If you're just interested in cybersecurity or got, world domination plans that include something that's cybersecurity related or tangent, to cybersecurity, that's fine. The only communities that we do not serve are bad humans. So as long as you are nice and supportive, then you can stay. We want this to be a safe space for, everybody. So regardless of who you are, you should be comfortable. You should feel welcome. And if that's not the case, I hope that you will let me know. If not, one of the members of our leadership team, so that we can actually do something about it, because we don't want to just say we're a safe space. We want to actually be one. So the purpose of the town hall is to see what the organization is doing well, what we can do better, and how we can better serve our community. The whole purpose of our organization is to help people who are trying to, like I said, transition, reskill, upskill into cybersecurity. So I'll talk a little bit about what it is that we offer, and then we can talk about what's working and what's not working. And then we'll also talk about what it is that we need from you. And that is not dollars. So this is not a pitch. This is, hey, if you're interested in volunteering or giving back in the new year, we want you to consider coming to volunteer with us. If you've got extra time, you're like, hey, I want to be able to give back. We would really appreciate if you would, consider us as the vehicle for that. So, and then what do you need from us in terms of partnerships and certs? I believe in shooting all shots. So like if you tell me that you want, a partnership with Barack Obama, I'm going to be calling Michelle and trying to see what's up. Okay. So, I'm going to at least shoot the shot and try to see if we can try to make it happen. So of course, this should probably be something cybersecurity related. But, my point is that, it doesn't matter how big a shot is, I will shoot the shot to see if we can make it happen. And if not, I can see, if we can at least get closer. So study groups. We have offered a lot of study groups in 2022. We have offered the Security Plus, we offered the EJPT, we offered a Wireshark. We had Pentest Plus earlier in the year. We are going to be offering a lot of these same study groups next year. I try to keep as much as possible Security Plus running year round because that's pretty like a foundation level certification. We will also try to work with INE to get, not INE, what's those people? ISC Squared to get a certified in cybersecurity, so the CC exam study group. We're going to try to get that basically around the clock, around the year in 2023 as well, so that people who want to get certified relatively quickly, hopefully we'll always have something that will allow you to be able to do that. We will also planning to have a CISSP study group, which is starting in January, and all of our study groups are all peer-led, so it's just another student that's also interested in taking a certification. So towards the end of this thing when I talk about, what it is that you guys can do for us. Like, let's say you've got, a Security Plus certification and you wouldn't mind, leading a study group. We would definitely pay for you to get another certification, in exchange for you, leading our study group. So, and that's just talking to your peers, who allows you to network as well. So, we want to offer the study groups that people are planning on to take as far as their certifications. I just want you guys to know that that possibility is out there. So let me just go ahead and launch this as I go into the next one. All right, so next up is workshops. All right, so we offer a lot of different workshops. We have a weekly workshop, which is called Bring a Hacker to Work Day, which is basically a day in the life of people in cybersecurity. So this is actually also on Spotify now under Black Girls Hack Channel. So, we're doing big things, expanding, taking over the world. And, the whole purpose of this is that, when you're talking about, hey, I want to be a pen tester, or hey, I want to be a CISO, or hey, I want to be a threat hunter, whatever that is that your goal is, we want to have somebody come in and talk about what it actually looks like on the day-to-day, so that you can kind of figure out, whether you want to be doing it before you actually get into a job, right? And spend time and resources, to try to get that done. We also have workshops for Burp Suite for pen testing. I'll probably be doing some of these in the new year as well. Our intro to VirtualBox, we'll probably do one that's intro to VMware as well, which is basically like, hey, new year, you need a new lab so you can practice your skills. And then we have another workshop, which is called New Year Who This, but I think towards the end of the year, I just changed it to what to do in your home lab. So it's just basically a workshop that says, hey, how can you practice and not have to spend any money? You'll see that that's a big theme for anything that I'm doing, is that I want to reduce the financial barriers to entry. So, you'll not find a whole bunch of things that have a cost associated with them outside of our paid membership, which is just another way that you can support our organization, but it's in no means required. So we have Ethical Hacking Explained. This is basically a lab-based hands-on workshop that you can join. It's maybe a little bit, let's say, maybe medium pace, right? Ethical Hacking Explained Slow is actually for absolute beginners. It's not recorded, it's not live streamed. It is meant for you to go and ask all of your quote unquote dumb questions. But it's basically set up for you to, figure out, hey, why are we doing a scan? What does a scan accomplish? What does it mean to do a scan? What do these things actually mean? So if you're a person that kind of like needs to have a little bit better understanding, our instructor for this is going to have a lot of patience next year, so that, we can make sure that you're able to ask the questions that you need to be able to ask. All right, yeah, so it's medium paced. So then we are also going to be doing stuff for our blue team. So we're having Ethical Hacking Explained Blue. So this is going to look at basically hacking and network defense from the perspective of a hacker. So like, how do you keep a system secure, but, with the perspective on hacking. So like, this is what the hackers will do. This is how I can protect against those same things. And this will be taught like in like Try Hack Me, Hack the Box, those types of things. So all of these ethical hacking classes are basically taught on other platforms, and they just talk about like the process for ethical hacking. What do you think about what you should be looking for? So then next up is Intro to Capture the Flag, which is our capture the flag for people who are too scared to just jump in and start doing capture the flags. They're like, hey, I don't know enough. I don't know, whether I want to do it yet. I have hesitations. I'm not, advanced enough. So this is basically for people who want to get in, do weekly capture the flag, who want to get in and practice. That's what Intro to Capture Flag. Friday Night Labs is basically like, every Friday night, like if you're looking for something to do, you can just come hack with us. So, this is taught in Try Hack Me or Hack the Box. And it is, basically set up like, maybe an hour and a half on Friday nights. And then New Year, New Job. So, how can you transition from certain jobs? So we're going to start off with QA. how do you transition from a QA job, for example, into cybersecurity or pen testing? Basically, what are some of the skills and traits and thought processes that you can bring from other careers that will, make an easy transition if you're interested in getting into ethical hacking or pen testing? All right, so we have a pretty diverse group here in terms of study groups and workshops. 67% of you have never attended a BGH study group, and 25% have never attended a BGH workshop. All right. So next up is, the rest of our workshops. So Over the Wire Bandit, which is a Linux-based class workshop. We have Over the Wire Nodus, which is basically web security. And then we do Lunch and Learns, which are basically like specific topics that are usually taught by our vendor partners. So we've had some of these with like Now Secure and IBM and Yahoo. And, so those are recorded and available on our website if you want to catch some of the old ones, but we'll do new ones in the new year for you to be able to see what it's like to be able to work for some of these employers. So that's it for the workshops. I feel like I'm getting sounds. Is it Nitre? Can you mute yourself, please? All right. So partnerships. We have a lot of partnerships with companies. I told you, you guys, I shoot all of the shots. So I've been shooting a lot of shots last year and this year. This number has basically doubled since last year. It'll continue to grow because, the more the people tell me like, hey, I'm interested in doing something, the more then I'm going to go out and talk to those people and bother them and see if we can get. So we've got partnerships now with other nonprofits like Black Girls in Cyber, ICMCP, Women's Cyber Jitsu, Diana initiatives. And then we also have partnerships with training providers such as like INE and Now Secure and Hypercube and Cloud Academy. So this is all enumerated, I think, pretty well in Project Brain, which is our paid membership space, but we don't have this same level of detail in our normal member space. So that was one of the things that folks have been telling me, like they want to see this somewhere so they can figure out, who do we have partnerships with and, what do these partnerships involve? All right, so Girls Hack Village. Last year, I told you guys that we were going to do big things, and that is exactly what we did. We brought about 70 people with us to Las Vegas. We had the Girls Hack Village. That was our first year. We brought that to DEF CON 30. And we're looking to, for next year, we're looking to also bring at least 20 scholarship recipients. If we are able to raise funds for more than 20 recipients, then we will bring, as many people as we're able to afford. But we're basically looking to make sure that we're increasing diversity in cybersecurity. So we want to see more women, more people of color, more others, that are not typically seen at cybersecurity conferences, which tend to be very male and very white and very skewing, relatively like older. So we want to see, something different at our conferences. So we're bringing the people with us. So I think we did a great job last year. Our village was absolutely packed. The entire, all of the sessions that we offered workshops, panel discussions, talks from SMEs, and we were able to provide people with tickets to all of the conferences that are in Hacker Summer Camp. So we provided tickets to Black Hat, B-Sides, Las Vegas, DEF CON, and then also Diana Initiative. So I hope that you guys are very super excited, as I am, about Girls Hack Village for next year. Our scholarship is basically, as long as you are some form of other, we are partnering with the Diana Initiative next year to, like I said, bring 20 scholarships. So that involves basically providing you with $2,000, which is used towards your airfare, your hotel room, and then your tickets to DEF CON, to, basically reduce the financial barrier. So the only thing you've got to do is take off and go. So I'm very much so looking forward to that. So it looks like our poll right now, 88 Let's see. We still got a couple of people, so I will wait a couple minutes for that poll. All right, so what do we offer for free? For anybody, we offer access to our workshops. I mentioned there's a whole lot of those, so those are available on Meetup. Most of our workshops are hosted in our Teams platform, which you can also get into for free. We have a job channel. For the most part, I've been dropping jobs when I find them either in Project Brain or into the general chat, but I will start working, doing better with our newly elected Chief People Officer, Tammy. She's going to be working to make sure that we're getting, and then Tanisha Donahue, who's our Chief Strategy Officer, they're going to be working together to make sure that we're getting recruiters into our jobs channel so that they can be posting jobs there so that, you guys don't have to go far to look for those jobs. We provide mentoring, resume reviews, mock interviews. I think the signups for all these things are in the Teams. I know that they are automated. I think that Danita did a great job of describing in the Welcome to BGH channel about, how to do these things. So I think that there's like a form for all of these things at some place in Teams. Also hands-on training. So basically the same type of thing as the workshops. So we've got Next Cyber. We are also rolling out our BGH training program. We're going to start with the red and the blue team training programs, basically to take you from zero to hero, so to speak. We've got We Got Next Cyber, which is starting next month, and that's going to be for teenagers, 9th through 12th graders in Virginia area. So we're doing this in Spotsylvania. So we're going to get 30 students to basically start. We're going to get them Security Plus so that when these students graduate, they'll already have, the certification they need to be able to get a job in the DMV, especially with the government contractors. So that's what the We Got Next Cyber program is. There will also be an intro to Try Hack Me that is available on Meetup, but is specifically for 9th through 12th graders only. So no adults can come to that, but it will just be teenagers. And then we've got our BGH Cares program, which is basically where we give back 10% of what we bring into the community. We do this in terms of certifications, help people for scholarships, tuition, things of that nature. So we've got a couple of scholarships, Professor Reggae scholarship. We did the Break Sex Out scholarship, and both of those were basically just for tuition and training last year. And then we have our CEH Accelerator program, which we currently have applications open for right now. So the CEH Accelerator program is an 18-week program. It's basically taught twice a week. It's instructor-led, virtual, and it teaches you what you need to know to get your certified ethical hacker exam. It is absolutely free. The only thing you have to do is go, twice a week, study, and then take your exam at the end of the period, and then get your certified ethical hacker. We ask that you do a survey at the beginning and a survey at the end. But, other than that, the scholarship is open to, I think there's 12 or 13 people that can be able to do that. So if you are interested in doing the certified ethical hacker exam, which is offered by EC Council, please drop into our teams and apply to that. Okay, so certs, 75% of you are planning on getting certs in the first quarter of 2023. And it looks like half of you are interested in applying for a scholarship for Girls Hack Village. So that's exciting because that means we got at least 6 people who are going to apply. I don't think we had any issues with getting our 20 something people last year, but just in case, it's good to know people will be able to apply for it. All right, so next up, what do we offer for paid members? Our membership is $49 a year. It provides you access to our membership only channel, which is called Project Brain. So in Project Brain, we have a listing of all of the things that you get access to, but some of those things include $50 discount off of our vouchers for, for example, EC Council and CompTIA and other certifications. We do sell vouchers on our website, but if you are a paid member, you can get a discount code to get $50 off of those prices that are on our website. We have Now Secure mobile penetration testing training that's available for all folks. It's not just available for our paid members. Cloud Academy, which are basically has GCP, which is Google Cloud, Azure, and then AWS based training. INE, our paid members can get a free certification vouchers after they've gotten their EJPT. So, your first one, we have a limited number to give out, but after you've gotten your EJPT, you can get your next, which is the certified penetration testing certification. You can get that through membership for free as long as we've got vouchers. Early access to free training offers, scholarship programs, and partner giveaways. Everybody that's in Project Brain basically gets a head start. Discount on all of our swag, early access, first look at our conference tickets and programs. So we open up the scholarship program to Project Brain before we do the rest of the world. Eligibility for BGH Cares, which is available on both sides now. It used to only be a paid thing, but now it's available for free as well. Discounts on paid training and workshops. If we get those discounts to our partners last year, I think we did some to Cover 6 and a couple other ones as well. Eligibility to our scholarships, and then early access to partner mentoring workshops and events. So if we do an event, that a company provides us with, like, for example, mentors. We did this with, I think, IBM. You get access to that earlier than everybody else. So that's what some of the things that we offer with our paid membership. So coming soon, we have a networking workshop. So Network Plus, that's coming up soon, because a lot of folks are very weak on the networking side, especially people who are very much so self-taught. And then we also have our Black Kids Hack / We Got Next Cyber, which is our kids and teens programs that are coming up soon. And then our Security Plus study groups and our CISSP study groups both start in January. All right, so I'm going to open this up for questions. Please feel free to unmute yourself and talk to me and let me know what's going on. So what is working? What are you guys doing with BGH, or how are we helping your lives? So this is the good things.
Tanisha, do you just want us to come, start speaking?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Just unmute yourself and shoot.
Okay. I know for me, this was my first year. And so I really enjoyed the fact that everyone was super helpful, but like the partnerships, I participated in the mentorship through Cyversity this year. And that helped so much. That helped with navigating, some of the things that I encountered with interviewing and so forth.
That's dope. We have a partnership with Cyversity, so of course we can get you guys into their mentoring program, but we also have a mentoring program within BGH, so it's a separate set of mentors. So you are welcome to get all the mentors that you need, that you feel like you can maintain those relationships, but I'm glad that is working for you. That is absolutely dope. Okay, Dejanay is looking, or I'm sorry, I already said your name at this point, I'm sorry. Dejanay is looking forward to the network and the Security Plus groups. Super appreciative for cybersecurity mentorship and scholarships. Okay, that's dope. Thank you. What else you guys got for me? Anything else that's working for folks?
Yes. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am.
It'll be a year for me, I think in January or February, but I have just been completely overwhelmed and inspired by the dedication of you, Tanisha, and the executive team, but also the dedication of the fellow members, how we share and communicate within the group. Within the group, I think it's a wonderful community, always welcoming. Everyone's always willing to offer information if you just put a question out there or just to say, hey. So and you always blow me away, Tanisha, when you have a new opportunity that you throw out there for the group. I think the group is absolutely awesome. I think you're doing a phenomenal job, and I don't see anything that's not working really. I think the only negative I have is that I need to get involved more. I need to volunteer because I haven't volunteered yet. I have taken advantage of mentoring. I've taken advantage of resume review, and that's been positive as well. So my only negative takeaway is that I need to be involved more.
Okay, all right, that's dope. Anybody else want to talk about what's working? No? So yes, somebody said that the community provides so much support, transitioned. Someone appreciates the CISSP study group coming. Good, because I'm gonna need y'all to help keep me accountable when I start studying in January. So that book is long. It's long, it's rough, but that's a problem for next year. So, all right, we'll go to what is not working. Please feel free to, be generous with your criticism as much as you are with your praise. Like I said, we want to get better. We want to know, what could be improved. So, let me know what's not working or what can be improved or what can we do better. Pick on Alsh because he's the first name at the top of my list. And I know him. Alsh, what can we do better?
Oh man, come on. What can we do better?
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta break the ice.
What's that?
You gotta break the ice so people feel better about, saying bad things.
I can alley-oop you if you need me to.
Yeah, you do that. That's great.
All right, Vic, go
I
ahead.
think so. It's part of the positive in that, we have opportunities, we have things posted. Something that we could do better is take advantage of them. Don't count yourself out.
Yeah.
If you see something posted and you're like, I don't know, I don't have time, I don't know if I'll make that, if they'll select me, if there's enough money or whatever, don't be the first no, because you might get a yes. So I think that's something that we could do better. If you see a shot, take it. If it's an air ball, somebody will catch that business and throw it back to you. Yeah.
Right.
That is absolutely true. Because we have a lot of opportunity. We have a lot of things that that people really genuinely want to see us succeed, and we want to see you guys succeed. So it's like we put it out there, and it's not being taken advantage of. It's like, wow, I don't understand. Like, I thought this is what it was all about, but we'll continue to put it out there. We just want you guys to take advantage of it.
All right. So they kicked off it. What else you guys got? What is not working? What can we improve on? How can we improve? Somebody.
It's not really a criticism, but is there any way that BGH could get something through CompTIA for continuing education credits? Or
So you said
how we can find what we need to do with the credits? Yeah.
So you want to basically a database of things that you could do to get CEUs, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that. We are actually partnering. We haven't announced this yet. We're actually partnering with LinkedIn, so they're going to give us a bunch of their premium LinkedIn Learning licenses for people to try out. So that'll help you to get some of those CEUs. But I will take that note and look to see how we can get you guys, more opportunities to fulfill these CEUs.
That's actually a very good. That's a very good.
It is. It's dope.
Yeah, because I have to get some CEUs myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, you get the certifications and stuff, but you got to get the CEUs to keep them. So it's like, that was good.
I got kicked in the butt this year because I waited till like the day before my PMP certification was about to renew to get a whole bunch of credits. So I was doing like watching videos around the clock. So I don't suggest that for anybody. So we need to be more proactive. I agree with that. What else you guys got for me? Yes, we are working on the newsletter. I agree. We are actually about to revamp our website, probably definitely in Q1, but probably in January. And that is the top of our gotta have list is a newsletter so that we can basically make sure that you guys are aware of who we're partnering with, what we have deals with, what opportunities are out there, because folks don't honestly log in every day to Teams, right? So I want to make sure that everybody's aware of those things. So yes, we're working on the newsletter. Thank you. What else you guys got for me? What can we do better? Let me see if there's anybody on. There's only one person on YouTube, and they don't have anything to say. Anybody else have anything that they want to talk about as far as what's not working? You're also welcome to email us if you're not comfortable in this forum. All right, so what do we need from you? You missed Slack. Gosh, Tanisha O'Donohue is our chief strategy officer. She absolutely hates Teams, and every day I feel like she's telling me that she wants Slack back. So I haven't gotten completely rid of Slack, but I wanted us to have a space. So we'll see. I will take a note. Any chance of getting hands-on experience other than labs? Absolutely. So we are partnering with, we have partners with, like, for example, the House Senate Committee, the House Placement Committee, the Senate placement, basically the House and the Senate, for people who are in the DMV to apply to apprenticeships and internships. But we are trying to work with, that's one of the things that as our leadership team that we're working on, is getting companies that once we have people trained and, like, hey, you test out and you show that you've got these skills, we want to be able to get you an internship. Excuse me. So we're working on that, to make sure that, we can have people who are able to get, a paid internship or, apprenticeship or something like that, so that they can, start and get work experience. So yeah, that is constantly a thing that I think that we need to do, but we're definitely working on it. Let's see. What else? Anybody else have anything? Okay, well, if you come up with something, let me know. I will bring it up. So what do we need from you? BGH is a nonprofit, so all the people who are bringing you the events, the training, whatever, are volunteers. We do have a couple of 1099 folks that have joined recently that are doing, like, some of the workshops, especially the ones that are weekly. But everybody else, like all of the leadership team, the people who keep the organization running day to day, are all volunteers. So we definitely need more volunteers. We need people who want to come and help us to do all of the things. Particularly, like, if you have an interest in, like, the financial areas or the social media marketing areas, or blog people, we want to make sure that we're putting out more content on a regular basis next year, so that people, are aware of what's going on. Of course, I mentioned the volunteers who lead study groups get their vouchers paid for. We cannot afford SANS certification, but most of the other certifications, we can. So, if you want to lead, something that that you're good at, a study group for that, and then in exchange for another certification that you're trying to get, that could be a way to, eliminate your costs, and it just costs some of your time. So volunteers who lead workshops get free swag and access to exclusive member benefits. Some of the things our volunteers got this year were OSCP vouchers, CompTIA vouchers, swag, paid training, networking opportunities, especially with conferences. We sent a whole bunch of folks to conferences this year, not just Hacker Summer Camp. So there are a lot of benefits to being on our volunteer team, in addition to the fact that you pretty much know about all of the things that are going on. So we have an in. All right. Wait, I think I did it. What is just not working already? What do you need from us? So what do we not offer now that you would like us to offer? So I know the CEUs, I know the newsletter. What else? Like, are there any certifications that you're looking to study? Somebody told me cloud-based things. What else do you guys want to, need support in, for your world domination plans next year? And you could just unmute yourself if you have thoughts.
I know earlier in the week I asked about Linux in the group. I want to get stronger in Linux. If we could have something.
You sent me an email, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, I owe you some books and stuff. So I think I saw that email earlier, but I just wrote this down. So I'll make sure I get that to you. I didn't forget, like I was on vacation last week, so I didn't do anything. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But links, definitely we can do that. What else you guys got for me? So besides Linux and cloud-based, everything else that you guys are planning on taking, so certifications or skills or training, you've got everything you need?
Tanisha, I know you mentioned this before, but the GRC materials.
Oh yes, GRC. So our first two training programs are going to be Red Team, Blue Team. Our next ones are going to be Cloud and GRC. But that's probably not going to be until like, the second quarter. So like April, May, June-ish or whatever. I will see if we can get some GRC related, maybe like to get some workshops going just to get you, some idea of how to get started in that space. But thank you for that. What else you guys got for me? All right, so I have cloud-based, Linux-based, GRC, hands-on, but not labs. What else? Everything else is good? All right, so let's see, we already did those. Well, am I going backwards? I think I'm going backwards. Oh, survey. All right, so I'm going to drop this survey into the chat for you guys. And I am going to ask that you send a copy of the submission page that shows that you actually submitted the survey to me, to info@blackgirlshack.org. And we will be choosing one person for a 6-month membership to try Hack Me or Hack the Box or Pentesters Lab or whatever it is that you are interested in hacking for the next 6 months. We will give you a membership for that. So, and all you have to do is, bug bounty. Yes, I love that. So I am dropping the survey link. Bug bounty, I'm writing that down. Bug bounty. Thank you, I appreciate that, Tyrone. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm sorry if I'm not. All right, so survey. So this is the Survey Monkey. Go and complete it. It doesn't take more than 2 minutes. And the people who send me a copy showing me that they actually submitted it will be entered into a drawing for a 6-month membership. If we don't have a whole bunch of people who submitted, then I'll just give it to everybody. Because I want you to be hacking anyway. All right, so I'm going to open it up now for discussion. If anybody wants to talk about anything, and if not, then we will call it a night. No thoughts?
I'm going to be the corny me and say that I'm proud of everyone that's on the call because it's a Monday evening and this isn't necessarily, even if it's something that you want to do or you're transitioning to or whatever, it's extra. This is no one's job or whatever. And so for the fact that you're taking the time out to do extra to improve yourself and then those who want to volunteer to help improve others, I don't know, y'all inspire me. Good job. So thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else have any thoughts? All right, well, I'll be on the lookout for the survey submissions, and I appreciate you guys for giving us feedback. We look forward to taking over the world with you guys again next year. Everybody have a good night.
Good night.